I'm Kevin Larkai, the founder and CEO of Blackleaf Organic Vodka.
I am Monté Burrow, the president and co-founder of Blackleaf Organic Vodka.
Yes, I've always been entrepreneurially inclined and got really passionate about consumer products. And while I was on vacation in Cognac, France, I ended up meeting a master craftsman, so wanted to create something. So we decided to create an organic vodka and look at it through a premium lens. Because the idea there is we could, one, cater to people that cared about eco-consciousness, organic products, but also introduce the masses to organic by making it sexy.
In this industry, you come across a lot of different types of people. A lot of them have more ideas than they have gumption to get things done. When I came across Kevin and Blackleaf, it was amazing to see how that product was developed immaculately. For someone who didn't have any alcohol industry experience, it was like a ball of lightning was in a bottle. To see the packaging, to see the liquid, to hear the story, and then the energy. I am very much an energy person, and we just clicked, and it just made sense to combine each other's forces and do something together.
So initially, obviously getting it certified. So that took a long process, and it was very important to us because we wanted to make sure that it was as credible could be. And then obviously not having any industry experience, there was a ton of lessons learned along the way. But I would say, with perseverance, being resourceful, was able to figure it out and eventually get savvy.
Kevin started off with a great product, a beautiful liquid, immaculate pack. I think what really set us up for success was adding that layer of marketing success to it. So we really dialed back the product and said, how do we make this product become a real brand? So we put a game plan together, started to look at what's going on in the industry, what are consumers looking for, and how can we really appeal to those individuals? So when we started to peel back that onion, I think the added layer of shine started to sparkle across the Blackleaf brand. And we literally were able to put together a plan to set in motion to go out there and become a force to be reckoned with.
So initially, we had a product. People liked the packaging. People obviously loved the liquid. But with the rebrand, the whole idea was if I'm going to be spending the better years of my life, I wanted to love every single aspect of it. So it was an opportunity to kind of look at it with fresh eyes and really make sure every single touch point was exquisite.
Working for a company like Diageo, it's bound to be able to have some remarkable experiences. Tapping into the ecosystem, whether it's the people, the relationships that we built, the best practices of how to place product, how to tap into culture. It's almost like having a real-time MBA session, being able to really move in spaces and places where a lot of small brands never have the opportunity to imagine what can be done. I ran a brand that was global, being able to understand how not brands just show up locally, but how can they move in a much larger ecosystem. So when I think about the opportunity to take the skill set, take those relationships and connect those dots with Blackleaf, I know that we're in a position of power, if that makes sense, because when we do go to leverage those opportunities, it's not coming from a space of misunderstanding, but from a space of, I've been there, I've experienced that. Let's take the learnings, let's take the wins, understand what could go wrong, and really build something that we can move forward and understand that in order to move forward in an impactful way, we have to use some of those skill sets in maneuvering in that space.
What is part and parcel of the brand is not only the organic piece, but certainly sustainability. So what we're looking to do is champion it in every way possible. So how it starts out for us, if you look at the product, we've made very specific choices. For instance, with the bottle, we've gone with a bottle with less glass because it's lighter weight as it's being transported. That is better for the environment. We specifically went with organic inks. Our cork is sustainable. And the reality is, we're constantly looking to innovate in that aspect. So we're, keeping up to date with all the new technology, all the new folks that are doing anything in the space, because this is core part of who we are as a brand.
In order for us to be successful and for small brands to become big brands, it's imperative that we get the right level of investment. Kevin and I have done a remarkable job with putting our thoughts together into a package to understand how to move the product into those eyes of those individuals who are looking to fund products like ours. We have a pitch deck that we've created. We have a deal room that we've created. All the things that are essential for a brand who is looking for investment to tap into. For those who are looking to connect with us, I would say one of the things that they can do is reach out to our PR team, our publicists at Synergy PR Services. It's a great opportunity for them to get to understand our brand a little bit better, tap into our website to learn a little bit more about the brand as well. And then, you'll find all the contact information on those sites as well. So reach out to us, let us know what you're thinking, and we'd be happy to have a conversation with them.
Yeah, so I think it starts for us with, we bring different things to the table. I always say, if you get a great product developer and a great marketer, what's bound to happen? Magic, right? And I think when you also kind of dial back and look at our personalities, it plays very, very well off each other. So, we're constantly able to essentially have checks and balances, right? Where one person may approach something a different way, someone will look at it differently. So we're able to, with our team, our leadership team, come through with some rigor around the critical thinking around the choices we make, just because of how we look at things differently.
And I'm going to jump in there. Disruption leads to innovation. So it's okay, sometimes there's even disruption of thought. So we're not afraid to bump heads a little bit if we need to. But the funniest thing is, even when we have those little knockout spells that never really anything drastic, and we always end up at a point where we're very comfortable with moving forward together and collectively. So I think it's almost kismet, if that makes sense. It's something that we're looking for the common good of the brand, and nothing gets in the way of us being able to tap into that common good for the brand. And if he doesn't listen, I might just punch him, but no, I wouldn't.
I think ultimately it's the liquid. The liquid is phenomenal, and it's not just us saying it. We won a ton of awards that really give the credibility that it can stand toe to toe with anything out there. And then you layer in all the other aspects, organic. It's a special brand, but the liquid is really what we hang our hat on.
We are the juggernaut. Blackleaf is something that's unmatched. I truly mean that. When you go to a wedding, if you went to a bar mitzvah, if you went to a party, if you went to something that's a little sadder, everybody that is there typically has a moment where they come together and collect over food and drink. And when they come over together under the auspices of having a drink together, you're not really drinking a product, you're not drinking a vodka, you're not drinking a gin or whatever it may be. What you have in your hand is a moment. And Blackleaf creates moments. We have something special in that bottle. It's the moments that capture people. So no matter how good it is in the bottle, I think there was an artist named Carmen who said it doesn't take all day to recognize sunshine. You'll see it. And all I do is encourage everyone out there to just give it a try.
Yeah, so you could go to our website, blackleafvodka.co. You can find some information there. You could purchase from there. You could also purchase from sites like Caskers, ReserveBar, and on Instagram, where we're most active, it's Blackleaf Vodka. If we were just doing something that was organic, I would have no interest. What we're trying to do is make organic sexy. And what I mean by that is, you don't know where the organic starts and where the sexy stops. It's really it all coming together, and that is what the brand is all about, right? If you think about the name, Blackleaf, It stands for premium plus organic. So every aspect of the brand is very much about making organic sexy.
You know, I work with brands that fit in boxes. It was either a brand that was fit for a dive bar or a brand that was fit for a rooftop luxury establishment or a steakhouse. But people aren't monoliths. They really acclimate in different settings. And so we wanted to create something that you could show up in a tuxedo and drink out of a plastic cup, right? Or you could go to a sports bar and drink the finest champagne glass out of it. You know, it's really who we are. Laid back but luxurious, to give you that element of I'm comfortable with what I have and who I am, and I would love to share that with other people and let them be themselves. We are a brand that are about really connecting people to be their true authentic selves.
$24.99. So even, the idea of laid back luxury even comes from a pricing standpoint. It's affordable luxury. So we're giving you super premium profile at premium pricing, laid back luxury.